dándole a iniciar la grabación, que salga el 4K y cuando salga esto podemos iniciar con el mandito y darle caña. Estoy tan contento, gente, tan contento de tener que dejar de mirar el puñetero disco duro cada vez que enganchamos uno de estos. Tan contento. No se hacen ustedes una idea. No se hacen ustedes una idea. Pensaba que Rouza solamente tenía espacio para 2 discos duros, que tenía 2 M2. Realmente no. Realmente tenía un M2 y tenía otro que era uno de estos como súper viejo, que todavía se conectaba directamente como con un SATA o con un cable similar a un SATA. Entonces ha sido un poco una grata sorpresa. Grata sorpresa. Cuando me he encontrado con... ¿Qué? A ver, un segundín. Hace 26 minutos, mi coger... Vale, están todas las substadas. Ha sido una grata sorpresa cuando me he encontrado con que, efectivamente, tenía lo diré. Tenía aún un puerto de MK2 listo para ser explotado. Entonces pensaba que iba a tener que sacar el disco duro y tal. Realmente no, realmente tuve que poner otro más y listo. Entonces ahora tengo todo lo que viene siendo la capturadora solamente para el gameplay, para luego después hacer las tremendas reseñas, linkeada para que vaya directamente a un disco duro que es de 1 terabyte. Todo lo que son los directos va a otro disco duro que es de 1 terabyte y luego después tengo uno para las cosas del ordenador, los programas, el software, todo esto que va directamente a uno de 250, que con 250 voy que chuto, pero voy que chuto que alucinan. Entonces estoy bastante contento, la verdad. Vamos a bajar ahí un poquito para que mientras me tumbo por aquí se me vea un poco centrado en cámara y vamos a engancharle. Comando Samsung, hola, ¿qué tal? Muchas gracias Ilfaco por darle el comando Samsung. Nos ayuda usted una barbaridad, compadre. Échele ahí. Pínchenle, gente, pínchenle. Vamos a ver. Si ustedes recuerdan la última vez... ¡Oh!
I'm not a soldier.
Then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Wow. Wow. Increíble. Increíble, la verdad. Me ha gustado. Me ha gustado. Me ha gustado bastante. ¿Sabe de qué lado le baterean el pan, gente? ¿Sabe de qué lado le ponen la mantequilla?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Vaya. Pues muchas gracias, señor. Gracias por nada. Veamos aquí. ¿Qué tal? ¿Solamente me queda usted?
Do you have a moment?
Ajos, hoy es ajos. Hoy es momento ajos. Ustedes lo saben, yo lo sé. Hoy es momento ajos, gente. Momento ajo incoming.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on.
Así es.
I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
Uncle
He'll
Byron.
probably be back at the inn by now.
Uncle Byron. Oye, teníamos lo de las secundarias estas de mierda. Tenemos las secundarias estas de caca. Acantilado de halcón. Hacemos las secundarias estas rápidamente. Simplemente porque no estén ocupando espacio en pantalla. Si me la marcan en el mapa las hacemos. Si no las quitamos ya en medio. Es verdad, como que quería llegar a Titán porque me quedaba muy poco tiempo. Y como me quedaba muy poco tiempo no me quedaba otra. Vamos a darle, vamos a darle. ¿Dónde está Amborosía?
Come on.
Secundarias, Belge. Un poquito sí, reflejo. Un poquito Belge, sinceramente. Ve a este sitio, coge esto, vuelve y dáselo a no sé quién. Una línea de diálogo y a correr. Se nota que esta gente vive para el Final Fantasy. Para el Final Fantasy XIV. Vale, estamos cerca, pero no sé de qué estamos cerca. Oh.
Thanks, gal.
Get me back on my feet.
Le ha dado un algo, le ha dado un algo.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
Oh no.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
Está el carro.
May still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
Cada espada es peor que la anterior,
Right.
Dios mío.
Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
Súper cómodo de agarrar, la madre que me parió.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
¿Esto es Sanarkand? Era tu Sanarkand, la cancioncita. Oh, no. No es tu Sanarkand. No es tu Sanarkand. Es que no había quitado el Lofi, perdonen. Estaba yo en plan... ¡Buah! Altísima referencia. No, es que no había quitado el Lofi. Perdónenme. Perdónenme. Clive habla como Fenrir de Dragon Age 2. Igual de carraspea la voz. No sabría decirles. No, o sea, de este actor de doblaje no he visto demasiado. Vi el otro día un memillo en el que le puso la voz de Clive para One Ticket for Barbie, please. Y yo, mira qué bien. Salía el meme de Clive diciendo un ticket para Barbie. Y el tío ha hecho shitposting. Me cambian los actores de doblaje que hacen shitposting. Saben quién es su audiencia. Estamos sedientos y nos dan de beber. Bastante por arriba. Vale, vamos a ver. Dale ahí. Al puto piso, vamos, let's go. Dale, Durga, dale, métele.
Nice try. Nice try.
¡Vamos ya! Cágalo, Torga, cágalo. Pensaba que tal, pero le puede romper la esta. Vamos a verlo. ¡Ura! Ok, cayó. Torgal ha estado aquí matando... Se ha matado a los duendes el Torgal. Ojo, cuidado. Dale, Torgal, es para ti. Es para ti, Torgal, es para ti. Ojo, cuidado. Se ha matado a los gnomos él solo. Impresionante. Para que luego digan que no vale para nada. Ahí está, soleándoselo. Creo que la secundaria anda a este lugar, agarra unas papas y vuelve. Es muy común en los mundos abiertos actuales. Puede ser. A mí, no sé, tío. No me dicen demasiado.
Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Es que es horrorosa la espada, tío. Con los huecos, el punto más fuerte que tendría que tener una espada, que es el puto centro, con 50 puntos abiertos. La madre que me parió. A ver, bueno, rule of cool, ¿no? Pero... Vamos a ver por aquí. Tenemos que recoger 3 cosas. Creo que me dijeron unas flores que crecían en no sé dónde. Debería estar por aquí. Buen acantilado del halcón. Vamos para allá a correr. Sí que es verdad que estos mundos abiertos, comparado con lo que hemos podido ver en el Zelda, por ejemplo, no tiene mucho sentido. Pero también, pues bueno, ves un poco lo que hace el Zelda y lo que hace esto y te cagas encima, ¿no? No quiero matar chocos. Ah, son raptores, entonces que la joda. Vaya fisting que le... Vaya fisting que le he hecho al pobre. Vale, ok. Ya los ha cargado Torgal. Muy bien, Torgal. Madre mía. Tremendísimos de golpes. Venimos a por Romero. Vamos a por Romerito. Perdón, me he ido para adelante. Tengo drift en el mando. Let's go.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Ok, nos vamos. No quiero que se me acumule a secundarias, que no creo que las haga todas, pero un poco lo que se nos vaya poniendo por el camino y tal. Sí que me interesa hacerlo. Todas tienen ahí un poquito de construcción, vamos a coger a estos, no nos quieren tal, están empezando a saber el nombre de este señor, se vienen aquí a la hideout, seguimos salvándoles, tal, o sea, algo construye, pero...
Sid, welcome back. A stolus from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
Cuidado,
It's good to see you safe.
Hay
and
rollo
well,
entre estos
Cole.
dos.
I'm sorry.
Hay rollito, hay
With all
rollito.
due
Lo veo.
respect.
Hay química.
We cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
El voice acting de este juego es excelso, pero hay veces que me sueltan unos rollos. Que sí. Baby, tú vales mucho. Dale ahí, alito de fuego. Nice. Tú vales mucho. Dale, tata. Dale, reina. Enséñales. Sirviendo coño. Por favor. Tanto lloro. Tabla de anuncios. ¿Tienes algo nuevo o qué? Tenemos una A y tenemos una B. El terror azabache. Han llegado varios comunicados de mercaderes ambulantes que han sido atacados por lo que describen como una gran roca negra. Aunque desconocemos a qué especie pertenece a criatura, sí se sabe que cuenta con una fuerza y resistencia extraordinarias. Debemos acabar con ella para que mercaderes y vertadores puedan transitar con seguridad por el desierto. Ok, está muy bien. Buen desierto. Está muy bien. Lo haré, no lo haré, veremos. Por ahora, suélteme el brazo. Señor, tengo su medicina. Se saca la verga ahora. ¡No! Clive, otra vez no.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physicker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicer's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Hacen muy bien. Dilo, tata. Sirviendo coño, etc. Perfecto. ¿Cuántos va a matar? ¿Qué opinan ustedes? ¿Cuántos de estos pobres diablos van a matar? Vale. Esto de aquí es... Las clases de Vivian. Cosa nueva, monolito de arete. Memorario. Tantísimo texto. Está muy bien. Seguimos con las cosas.
Why is the tavern shut?
Procedemos. Tenemos por aquí al bueno de Kerrel Valianco. Gracias por la sub, los 3 meses. Van 3 mesecitos, a por muchos más. Muchas gracias. Ángel se suscribía que decía: Nunca me ha recordado que hoy tocaba la suscripción. No, por cierto, no se le dije, pero feliz cum atrasado. Gracias.
The gentleman who was with you?
Así es.
Yes, he's upstairs, but
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Es más como un Xenoblade en cuanto a que te mandan a hacer un montón de boludeces antes de ir con la historia principal. No he jugado ningún Xenoblade, me temo. Jugué Xenogears y jugué Xenosaga.
Let me treat you.
Pero no me acuerdo de nada, tío. Pero de nada. Me acuerdo también que jugué a... Busca Byron, cerca. ¿Es abajo? Pues es abajo. Me acuerdo también que jugué a los juegos de Hack. Un manga extraño que llegó a tener juegos de PS2. 2 o 3 juegos de PS2. Increíblemente. Cerca. Vale, ¿qué estoy buscando? Si buscaba Iron, no le estoy viendo. No le estoy viendo, me temo. Tenemos por aquí esto cerca. Y por lo que estoy viendo no hay nada más. O sea que tiene que estar por aquí. Vale, voy a mirar por arriba. Señora.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Está muy bien. No tienes pista. No hay por aquí. Lo mismo hay alguna zona, alguna forma de entrar en la posada. Niños aquí hablando. ¡Oh, jo, jo! El tío.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with.
Este juego es mucho más divertido si cada vez que ofrecen algo piensas que se sacan la verga, ¿sabes?
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement.
¿Cómo?
But not here.
A ver si va a ser canon. A ver si va a ser
What are you
canon.
doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
He ido a matar
That the
cosas.
supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen.
Habla con una
Meanwhile,
pilingui,
members of
tío.
Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
Y le he dicho, pilingui de qué, si a mí me gusta la verga.
We'll
Yo
meet
soy
with
de
them then,
pija.
just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Nos vamos a la mierda. Bueno, vamos a la mierda que flipas.
Perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Ah, sí, es la idea.
Of course.
Es la idea. Vamos y matamos cosas, no te preocupes, tío.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Vamos y matamos cosas. Felices 32, Lince, un poco atrasado, pero le deseo lo mejor y que no se vaya a TikTok. Me hago tremendo stream de NPC, ¿eh? Si es necesario, aquí se paga la hipoteca como sea, compañeros. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. 32 años ya, wow. Wowers. Super wowers. La música no puede ser más Alibaba, ¿eh? Es una cosa bárbara.
I'll take it from here.
Vaya que va. Tengo miedo de que lo maten. Tío, no te mueras. El mercado negro, a 2 minutos de la ciudad.
You weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Es chufo, que se apuestan.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Llamen a Tuco para que lo pruebe.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
In cahoots.
Double-crossing dogs.
They're not here to do business. Kill
No pensaba que usara esa palabra, tío. No pensaba que usara esa palabra. Espérense. ¿Volaron?
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
What up? Oh, está curando, qué parra. Me acercan más enemigos. No, los chocobos no. Los chocobos no, que están pequeñísimos. Los chocobos no, que están pequeñísimos. No, chocobos, no. No. Vamos. Me parece una run de no matar chocobos.
That wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking Crystal's men for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Ánimo, ánimo.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
Es una
Well,
subnormal
Clive,
de muchísimo cuidado.
you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Dale las joyas.
Here, wear this.
Otro pin. La insignia de Rosa del Desierto, let's go.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And
Vamos
please,
a salir de aquí como
feel free
taco en
to send one of
convención.
my stoluses back to your people.
Full chapitas.
Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Ha puesto, vuelvo a colaborar, pero Back in Bed es que está otra vez ahí con el fornicio.
Omia los delan. Tu isakelis.
¿Qué va? ¿Este vivirá? ¿O volverá otra vez a snipearlo en el momento en el que pone dos pies, dos
I'm
aleteos en el
trusting
cielo?
you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Dale, dale. Dale, Zelda, dale.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Misión cumplida. Level up. Venga, estamos ready.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luba's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
Y esa ya estaba con
I
su
could
prueba.
give you a hand if you like. I know
Pero
how
si no
busy the
sabes-
Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
Si no saben nada de
Be a
herrería.
fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before.
Estamos
And then
los
there's
dos
this
igual.
little riddle to keep in mind: the spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Es empezando a echar de menos las misiones de ve aquí y mata a 3 de estos.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabrics!
Señora,
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
Un kebab.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Es gilipollas. Es gilipollas. Está loco.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
Plates and pots. Everything
¿Qué le atribula, señor?
all those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place.
Claro.
I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Doznoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Ahora un bomb por ahí, dando la murga.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Como si tuviese otras cosas que hacer, compadre. Vamos a ver.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Un kebab.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Esto. Arriba, maybe.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
You're going to drink my pockets. I need to drink.
No parecen.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Un dogo. Dogo. ¿Qué hace el dogo? ¿Qué le pasa al doguete? ¿Qué tal, señor? ¿Alguien vende carne? Carne al sol. Seguro que deliciosa, con mucha proteína, mucha vitamina.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from
Just look at the detail, the craftsmanship.
Está muy bien. Pregunta a los ciudadanos. Quiero seguir preguntando, pero...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Yes, they're quite
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Ni zorra. Me pone aquí cerca. Tiene que estar aquí dentro del mercado. Está muy bien. No veo a nadie más trabajando con carne.
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
Por aquí estamos todavía dentro.
Can't be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
Ok.
Play, handsome.
Ok. El puti. No quería venir aquí, pero los pasos me arrastraron. No pasa nada, tío. No tengo esos impulsos.
Well, we can make our way back to the fight now at least.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
Hunter.
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
Es que, o sea,
Let's hope Sever had better luck than I did.
Es que eres anormal, Clive. O sea, no entiendo. No entiendo nada.
My carpets have pride of place.
I do not understand.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy.
Vaya.
I bet she'd know a thing or two.
¿Estás convencido de que esta línea de negocio es para ti?
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock are carting off our crystals.
¿Estás convencido de que esta línea de negocio es para usted? Cero juzgar, ¿eh? Cero juzgar. Solamente un poquito de... you know. Hay que comer. Y yo lo entiendo, pero... compadre. Hay que saber para lo que uno está hecho y para lo que no. No me jodas. Vuela, pollo, vuela. Oh. Me apetece entre poco y no poco. Entre poco, muy poco. Buscar el punto de acceso principalmente porque no está. No puedo con las barreras naturales estúpidas, ¿eh? No puedo con ellas. No puedo con las barreras naturales estúpidas, te lo prometo. No puedo. No puedo. Claro, es para que salga por... Josipi, te voy a matar. Te voy a encontrar.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Run like the wind.
Qué puto error. Queda ceño. ¿Cómo es eso?
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
A ver, ¿a qué hay que
If you're
matar?
looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
¿Por qué no vas tú? Si sabes dónde está, o sea... ¿Por qué no vas tú, compadre? ¿Por qué no vas tú? Así como idea. Estoy Una cacería lo puedo entender. Vas un monstruo, se lo está comiendo a todos, Clive. Se comió a mi hijo la semana pasada, por favor, ayuda. Lo puedo entender. Estamos hablando ya. Poesía por caliza, por favor. ¿Qué es lo siguiente? ¿Pan y unos huevos? Clive, siento decírtelo, pero me temo que no tengo demasiada...
I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists.
Oh no.
Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove.
Está la guarra de mi madre ahí.
No nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Dale, dale. Caliza. ¿Qué caliza quieres?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Es que me quiero matar, tío. Clive. No he podido evitar ver que el proceso por el que uno trabaja el metal es muy duro. Y me encuentro exhausto de lo de antes. Podrías ir y traerme un kebab. Es que la madre que me puto parió. Que el durum vaya sin salsa picante. No soy capaz de digerirla bien.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Va a hacer clink, 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 clink. Está haciendo clink, 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 gente. Está haciendo... ¿Lo escucha? Clink, clink, clink.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
Y se saca un cuchillo del Far Cry Primal. Así es.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
Así
That
es.
sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall
Macha. Espero que esté teniendo un hermoso directo, Links. Agradecido de todo el contenido y espero que tenga un buen día. Muchísimas gracias por acordarte de venir. De ser nivel 1, 6 mesecitos. Muchas gracias. No te creas, te suscribo 8 meses. Añito y medio ya, año Lince. Continúa como siempre, que lo haces muy bien. Muchísimas gracias, compa. Cositas rico. Nos comentaba lo de 32 felices. O sea, muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
And it's heavy. Heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Y clave así está, ¿eh?
Right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Oh no.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Lo utilizaré para, yo qué sé, poner mantequilla en el pan. Algo me ha dicho la pilingui, se me ha quedado grabado. Me cago en la leche.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the
most fragrant herbs and fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Un kebab en raba ahora, la verdad. Veo el pan de pita y digo...
Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
Well, we can make our way back.
¿Por el
Are you
orto me lo
looking for
metía?
something in particular?
Es posible. Ah, 56 por 1. Vamos allá.
An excellent choice.
Malito, disminuye el tiempo. Meteoritos los que tengas.
My thanks.
Pues el desierto. No sé qué va esto, pero yo qué sé, llévate... De 70.000 guiles, Dios mío. Soy millonario, llévate.
Here you are.
De música sudando. Elixires, pociones, lleva 2.
My thanks.
Sas protectoras, lleva 2.
An excellent choice.
Elixir.
Fare you well.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Nice.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Come on, girl.
Efectivamente. Unos bombs, así era. A ver ahora cómo llegamos. Vale.
What the hell are those things?
Seguimos pues.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
La cantidad de daño que se hace el fuego, Wow,
Out of the frying pan. Too slow. Nice try.
Bueno.
That's cooled things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
También te digo, el señor podía haberse asomado, Que yo no digo nada, pero... ¡Ay, no, los baños, Dios mío! Mi negocio se va a la mierda. Te podías haber, literal, asomado así un poquito de Peppo Pig, así, para el otro lado, y ya habría estado. Habrías dicho, ahí va la hostia. Ahí va la hostia, Pachi.
Made from the stoutest. There he is. The man. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Era fácil esperárselo porque no hay otro modelo en este juego que tenga fuego, querido Clive.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Está muy bien. Arito de llamas.
Sweet incense. What candle?
Muy bien, vámonos.
We should get going soon.
Poquito ZZ las secundarias estas, Que no es que hayamos tenido ninguna como super mega increíble. Tienen algunas que construyen lore guay. La verdad es que todas han sido un poquito BG. Está muy bien para cuando se critique poder hacerlo con conocimiento de causa, pero uff.
Get that damned wagon fixed.
Vaya.
Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
No podemos ir para allá, gente. Hay un carro atorado.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin. Like the coward I am.
Dilo alto, tata.
And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right. And there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however.
No. Forgive me, but
¿Cómo le
I
pasa al
cannot.
marrón, Wowers.
I fight to build a new world now.
Cristian, muchas gracias por esa Super S Prime.
A better world.
Cristian
Where
C5.
men can live and die on their own terms.
Muchas gracias. Welcome. ¿Has visto el Fear and Hunger? Yes.
Was raised in a nation that
Me
strove
empecé un
to
vídeo,
improve
vi 10
the plight
minutos
of
del vídeo y
bearers.
dije, este juego me lo quiero jugar, no voy a ver más. Y la verdad es que me lo metí por el orto, no te voy a mentir. Tiene buena
Later
pinta.
did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
Se escapa, Titán.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Super de pana, Torgal. Super good boy. Super de pana.
I'm coming for you, Kuka.
He's coming. Cuidado. Estoy dormido. Vamos allá. Vamos allá. 1 hora ya vamos con esto. Venga, let's go. Vamos. Vamos, dámelo. Dámelo en la cara, lo quiero ver.
What have they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Está enfadado, ¿eh?
Out of my sight, wench!
Wench. Uy.
I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
El novio de Bahamut.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
she did. Benedicto. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Ok. Ok. Olisquea al Torgal. Está ahí. Pegando tremenda de esnifada. Esnifeada. Así está. Allá que va. Uy. Sangrecita. Regulero, ¿eh?
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Vamos allá.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. We're going to
Bastante flojos para el aspecto que tenía. Torgal.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest. Stay down. Animals, you should never have left Ash.
Cuando ustedes quieran.
It's over.
Te mereces una hora.
Arise.
¿Quién queda? El Torgal lo que pega, madre mía. Así es. Ok. ¿Puerta directamente? Puerta directamente, supongo. No. Puerta directamente no. ¿Y he entrado por ahí? Para que había un cofre que puede entenderse como que están tentando para ir. Para que está cerrado. En principio ahí queda. Venga, por aquí. Nada por allá. No, estoy viendo. Obvio no era por ahí, simplemente he ido por ahí because cofre. Tiene mucho sentido de todas formas. Baja y bola se ve hacia arriba. de rayo, pues fuera.
Won't be going any further this way.
O sea que hasta aquí vaya. Simplemente cofre.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Escaleras. Ojo. Se ha escapado de Mad Max este de aquí.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Wowers.
Too slow. Nice try.
Wow.
Soil and stone!
Bastante bien. Me gusta, me gusta. Mucha movilidad, movimientos interesantes, cosas zonales. Está muy bien, está muy bien. Me gusta. Nice. Se viene.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Así es. El joto.
Let the trial begin.
me talk.
Compañero. Ahí estamos. ¿Qué está pasando? Lo que es el parry en este juego cuando lo desbloqueas es una barbaridad. Es una barbaridad. Muy bien. Pobre Ramo, tío, no vale para nada. No vale para nada.
Seems we're expected.
¿Qué va? Clicky, clicky, clicky.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Y se marcha, se da la vuelta y se pira. Ramo tiene las habilidades más rotas del juego y el resto son basura. Bueno, es una opinión.
Did the orcs do this too? More of them.
Kilitos. Está muy bien. Está muy bien, está muy bien.
these things here for me? Or for him?
Habilidades de apoyo, bravura. Cuando un enemigo con esta habilidad... Vale.
It's over. Fine hound. First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
No acabaremos. Está muy lejos. Wow. Hace pupita esa mierda. Hace damajes.
Well done, Toro. Titan!
Compañero.
Titan!
No te acercas, quita mucha. La poción está bien. La poción habría venido más. Habría venido mejor. Joder, con una sal curativa, chaval. Me he rayado, de hecho, demasiado. Quita mucho. Se asoma. Camina poquito a poquito.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
Pero con el símbolo de sin corazones ahí abajo, ¿eh? Se coló Mura de noche. Les hizo unos penjeses.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle. Just what I needed. Nice try. That better be the last of them.
Procedemos. A por los ajos.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her! Benedicta!
Está ido, ¿eh?
I'll kill you, Roscoe!
Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now.
He's priming.
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
A esto veníamos, gente.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
Okay. Ah, R2 con cuadrado. Ok.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Pensé que iba a ser cuadrado. Otra vez, tío, soy tontísimo. confío. ¿Cómo? Ah, vale, ahí está. Perdón, el drift del mando. No veía la... Hora. Madre mía. Se hizo largo, se hizo largo. Subí de nivel. Mucho Héctor, compañero.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong. Your Majesty.
That mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
No como yo, que soy jotísimo.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Muy bien.
Some medicine, my lord?
La chica de las medicinas.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Y con esto se prohibió.
Forgive me,
Ya saben dónde.
Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor.
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
A por ajos, gente. A por ajitos. Buah, qué ganas. Son las 1:15, peña. Yo tengo que ir cortando. Nice. Está bien. ¿Se me ha hecho largo? Yes. Me gustó más cuando estábamos rollo los dos, en plan imputados. Uno versus otro, ahí. Pi. Yes. Estuvo más chachi. Esta de aquí es como... Ok. Pero que acabe ya. Y acaba y dices... Segunda fase. Y dices, ok. Pero que acabe ya. Y luego otra fase más y dices, por favor, ya vale. Stop it. Sí, es muy momento anime. Es muy rollo... Si te gustaban juegos tipo God Hand o Asura's Worth o algo así, puede ser tu puto rollo. Para mí es too much. Demasiado, pues, tío, media hora de batalla ahí. Por favor, un poquito de tal. Pero bueno. Pero está nice, oye, es un espectáculo visual. Eso no... Vamos, es epicardo. Eso no hay quien lo niegue. Jolín, quiero guardar la partida. Por favor, no me enciendas una cinemática. No me enciendas una cinemática. Quiero guardar la partida, please. A ver, es imposible que apague la consola y me pidan repetirla. Es 100% imposible. Pero, solo por la chance de que se pueda cagar. Vale, perfecto. No hagas ilusiones. Está nice. Guardamos la partida. Partida guardada. Muy bien, peñita. Un auténtico placer y un privilegio haber estado con ustedes y haber compartido estos momentos. Ánimo. Rachel Simple Edgar se suscribió hace 16 minutos a través del Prime. 22 meses con nosotros. Solo me dice, la gente de Roleros Unidos se había pegado aquí una raid. Sean todos welcome. Tenemos a Cristian5 que se suscribía, Macha se suscribía, No Te Creas se suscribía, Sotisargo, Kerl Valianco, 3 meditos a por más, creo que habíamos ya leído todas. Así que siendo así, pues nos vamos a ir un poquito a la mierda, peña. Muchas gracias por haber venido, les mando un abrazo de este lado de la pantalla, un besito muy grande y como siempre nos veremos mañana para más y mejor. Creo que mañana tenemos un día como hoy. Un poquito de charla, un poquito de minicast y un poquito de Final Fantasy. Así que a ver si le pegamos otras 2 horitas y media, 3 horas. Ok, gente, besitos y adiós. ¡Mua!